Sova! I'm here and I'm on a mission. By every bone in my body am I going to talk to you, and by the power of those very bones, you are going to like it. Forget the game, forget the others, and forget the reading. It's just me and you now. And this will be one hell of a memory-based hootenanny. We will reminisce together, and you will tell me how you've been doing. Also, did you get my pun? I hope so. It was pretty alright for such a short notice jape. I did not. I'm sorry. It's like the sound Ulysses makes. Hoot hoot. Ow. I would actually describe it more in the realm of, say, haka. But it gets easier to identify once you've been around her for a while and she likes you a little more. You put in the effort, though. A whole 2 seconds worth. Definitely my best in a while. Hey. Hello. So, I said that we needed to catch up, right? And with everything going on, I thought to myself, why not just take up the initiative that I left there on the ground, huddle it close to my chest, and then run it back home, where I will nurture it as if it were my very own easy-baked osmosis-taught offspring, made from the genetic tapestry of my desire to keep in contact with you. That sounds like a complex series of events. Perhaps it would do us better to actually converse instead of talk about the possibility of talking? What are you, some kind of story critic? Perhaps. Everything I just said has so much narrative value, though. I am moving this proverbial plot forward full steam ahead. I've a lot to say on the dialogue structure. Perhaps more than even the most pish-posh of callous internet dwellers. Those who feed on harsh and mean-spirited spicy memes that are only epic in the context of our hostile virtual environment. Little do they know that there is nothing more epic than learning. I'm sure you'd make an exceptional teacher if you never say anything like what you just said ever again. Rude. I'm trying my best. If you're so confident in your literary and literary skills, why don't you tell me how you're doing? Don't wait for my dumbass to RSVP to the Nights You'll Passing dinner event. I would love to, but I'm not very good at leading conversations. I could ask you some questions as a Kickstarter. That would solve the problem, I think. Thank you. Let's keep this fastball special moving at top speed then. Time for the big question starting now. Did you finally manage to snag the 1? Or the 2? Maybe even the 3? Goodness gracious. If this means what I think it means, then that is about as big as you could have gone. So? Don't try to change the subject. Alright. Just the 1. Yes, it took me such a long time to say anything. Well, I think she did most of the talking for me, if I'm being honest. Not that I mind. It was sort of a relief. I was so nervous. Look at you, Miss Amalie. Please tell me I know her. I must consult my trusty crystal ball so I can tell you how worthy fate deems this gal to be for my dear precious friend. I will give you a hint. She makes me see stars. I knew it! You two have been like peas in a pod ever since we took you in. I knew the waiting game would end at some point. It's all still pretty new, though. We've decided to take things slowly. It's almost textbooked in some ways. And before you ask the second big question that I know is on your mind, no, we have not fully committed to our quadrant as of yet. I doubt we will anytime soon, but it is still very nice as it is. I'm so happy. I'll bet. Sometimes conventional is better, dude. Pretty much everyone should avoid being like me. She has been pretty busy tonight, though, for reasons that are obvious. I suppose I am also busy at the moment. I'm searching through my scrolls to find those codes Elsie mentioned in her memo. Albion has been translating them for me every so often, but I am pretty sure I would have remembered stumbling into something like this. It sure sounds like she needs to take a couple pages out of your finely tuned playbook. In what regard? The regard of you being a total angel. What? An angel. An absolute sweetie whose soul decided to linger in our crusty old planet so it could help out those who need it. Just like in all the old stories. I'm sure you know the ones. Seriously, I don't know what Albion would do without you at this point. Or little old me for that matter. Yes, that is great, and I loved our catch-up time together, but I actually think I need to go now. Aw, do you have to? Everything's fine, you know? Those dirty dots mean you're just ruminating on the unnecessary downers. I just know it. I didn't think you'd still do that this often. Even after you managed to get away and live the life you wanted. You're okay, aren't you? I am just fine. We can talk more later, I promise, but I really have to go. I don't think you do. Sova? You really need to learn to let go of the past sometimes, you know? You can't keep mulling over this forever and ever. I don't know what it was this time, and I'm sorry if it was me, but whatever is going on with you right now will pass too. No reason being upset over what you can't change. You just have to move on and stop fussing. That's the best thing anyone can do. Oh, shit, this might actually be good timing on my end anyways. I hear something loud outside. Lefty is going apeshit. This is so weird. I'm getting kinda worried. See, at least now I'm feeling the same way as you. Anyway, try to get over whatever's going on, okay? I will always be there for you if you need me, just like we promised, and you'll forget it even happened in the first place before you know it.
Sing, my angel of music. You wouldn't want to disappoint everyone, would you?